if you're fine now with working with these data set with its small errors, you can skip this video, but if you want to know how to make it a little bit better, you can stay tuned in. So first thing we need to do is to open SAGA.js. On Windows, you just type in SAGA, open it, and you will see this very nice 90s interface. And now we're going to look for our data set. Don't be afraid, it looks a little bit strange, but it's actually very easy because we will just press 2 buttons. You put it inside, and now you can double click it. And what you will see now is, again, our elevation model. What you can see here, please always control it if it contains a scale and real meter coordinates. If it doesn't, you exported the wrong one. You can zoom in, and here we don't see, of course, our errors in the DEM. Now I could produce also a hillshade here to make it visible again, but it's useless because we already have seen the error. The only thing we're going to do now is go to geoprocessing and find and run tool, and we go to resampling. Just type resam and click OK. And you go for the resampling filter. Press OK. The grid system is just this folder. Choose it, and there's only one grid inside. It's our Haiti one, and the rest leave it like it is. You can set this to 5, and now press OK. That will start a resampling process with 2 different filters, a low pass and a high pass filter. And what we are going to use is the low pass filter. You heard the sound and it indicates it's ready. And if we open the low pass one and you zoom in again, it's looking much smoother than the data set we had before. Now we need to export it. Unfortunately, SAGA.js can't export data in GeoTIFF format, so we have to go to Save As, go to our IT process folder, and just leave it like it is. It will export everything in a data format called sgrid, but we can reformat into a GeoTIFF in the next step. Press Save, that's done. Now you can go back to QGIS. Hidden. So now we have this one, and now I will produce again a hillshade based on this one, but before we do it, we will transform it to a real GeoTIFF because we need it for further things in our project. So again, you go to Export onto Save As, GeoTIFF. Now we will go away from our IT process. We will go for a new folder, and I will call it Haiti map. Maybe make a new folder, DEM. I will call it Haiti 32619 DEM. Oh, let it make like this. So press Save. And as we already lowered the resolution a little bit, now of course here we don't see the 30 meters, we see the 50 meters. And again, I will change it to the actual real number. And now everything should be fine. And please tick the box, Add Saved File to Map. Press OK. OK. And now we actually could delete everything which is hidden here under our DEM we want to proceed now with. But as we don't know if we would need it because we made a mistake or something, I always recommend just make a folder, push a button here, Add Group, and now you can move all the data we don't use anymore. You can mark them all with the Shift button, hold and mark with the mouse, and just put it inside the group. And now you can switch off the whole group and you're done. I would rename it also, right mouse click, and oops. Rename group, and we call it raw data. So we could delete it when we are done with our project. But we will now proceed with this one. And now we go again to raster and hillshade. You could leave everything like it is. It would be fine, but I recommend you to set it to 0.2. It will give you a little bit better visualization of the physical shape of the island. There's a little bit a question of experience and personal taste. You can try both and you will see the difference. Now we go to run. And now we have a much nicer hillshade, and you can see that all these small disturbing lines are gone. It's not as sharp as the data set we had before, but therefore we are out of all the errors, and as we use a big scale anyway, that doesn't really matter. And in the next step, I'm going to show you how we cut it to the size of the actual island.